Hey everybody, what's going on out there? It's Pop Pop. I'm back over here by the stables, but I'm across the street. Oh, probably about 400 or 500 yards. Uh, this area that I'm in right now would have been a part of the property of the track. Now, if you can see, oh here, let me flip this around. The area I'm in right now would have been a part of the property, and I'm sure this was all clear cutted. This was all clear cut here when the track was here. These trees ain't that old. They ain't 100 and some years old. But I'm back over here I'm on the actual property that would have been uh, the track property. And now they had somewhere back over in here, I think they had a practice track and they had baseball diamonds and stuff at this track, from what I'm being told now. The dance hall was way on out that way. We're probably about 500-600 yards from where it used to be, out by the main road, Market Street. Uh, I'm going to do a little bit of metal detecting right here in this area where it's got a lot of open space, and see if I can pick up. But you can see there's a lot of stuff piled up back here. We got some cinder blocks right in here, so people have been dumping stuff back here, so I don't know what I'd be able to find here. But what I'm going to do this is going to be a couple breaks in this video. I'm going to go back over here where the entrance was and show you over there where the actual track itself is, the way it's set over there. I'm also going to do I'm going back out here on the stables property, and everything I've been doing up here has been to the south of the stables, where most of the land stretches out to the north of the stables, the back side of the stables. Well, I'm going to go all the way to the back. I haven't even been anywhere out there. Up here around the stables, I'm running into a lot of iron ore, and it just keeps my doggone metal detector just beep, 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 everywhere I'm moving. I'm not digging up all this iron ore. I got a pile going at the house already. So I'm going to try to get away from that vein of iron ore that's running through here. I'm going to go all the way to the very back and check out, start back there in a corner or something, just start looking back there. There wouldn't have been as much traffic, I don't believe, back there, but who knows what I'll find. All right, guys, I'll catch you on let's see, my next stop will be over here at where the entrance to the gate, into the track was, and I'll try to show you what that is. You guys I'll be with you in a minute. All right, guys, this here's the property. As you can see, these cars running up and down over here. I'm sitting in my Jeep doing this one. I don't have permission to be on this property yet. I'm working on it. But right over there, you can see where the cars are stopping. That's the corner of Southern Avenue and McClurg Road. Well, the gate to the Southern Park harness racing track was right over there somewhere along that corner. Now, they had a tram that come down Southern Avenue here that brought people in from Youngstown. But the track itself was somewhere on this piece of property right here. You can see the building back over here. Somewhere right in here in this property was the track. Now, it was only... All right, everybody. I'm back out here on the back side of the stables. Wait, let me flip this around. I'm out here all the way in the back part of the property where I figured there's probably not a lot of stuff went on back here. Now, right, that big blob of trees right there, that's where the pond's in there. And there used to be a practice track that went around that pond. The stuff I've been finding, everything has been out in front of the stables. And I'm going to do a shot up there and explain that. But I have a reason to think there's a trail that comes down the right side of the stables up there, and comes across this property heading north towards Youngstown. I'll explain that later, why I think that in another shot up here. But what I've done, I've come back here and I've been working this back corner part of the property here, and I've worked it over to somewhere right in here. Only thing I have found was a surveyor stake, and this is modern. It's even got the plastic. You know, it could have been out here a couple of years or something. That's the only thing that I have found in this area so far. So if I'm right about that trail coming down through here, I'm gonna move on down this way a little ways. And if I can find, if that trail come all the way across this property, I'll start finding a bunch of shit in that same area. That's what I'm trying to prove. I'm trying to prove that I've found a trail coming across this property that's before the stables, before the racetrack, 1800s, maybe even 1700s. And I'm trying to prove it to one person. And with some of the stuff I found yesterday, which I'll show you later in the video, it's kind of starting to back what I'm saying. So we'll see. And I'll catch you out front. All right, guys. Let me turn around here so you can see. Back that way was where I started this morning. Found nothing down there but a surveyor stake, modern day surveyor stake with pink plastic on it. I came down here right where I figure the trail would have went, right through this property. As soon as I got out of my truck, I started hitting stuff, as you can see here. Now I'll go into it more detail when I get it home, clean it up, and give you more idea what it is. But I just found this stuff right in here in about a 50-foot radius, and I'm pretty sure there was a trail went through here before this stables was ever put in. I'm pretty sure now, but I'm gonna keep working on it, and we'll see what happens. I'll meet you out front. All right, guys, we're back out front here. I want to show you. See this tree line right here? Goes right out here to the road. Well, just about, you come out about another 10, 15, 20 feet on the other side of that pole there, and there's a strip that runs right down through here, about 30 yards long, all the way down through there. And that's where I have found 60% of the stuff I found on this farm, or on this stables. Now, where I just came from was straight back on the other side of that woods area there, and that's where I was finding this stuff this morning. I'm gonna go over here to the gate and show you guys where that is, and then I'm done for the day. My back's hurting, so we'll catch you at the gate. Okay, guys, I've got about 5 days over there at that stables if you put all the time together. And this is not all the stuff, but this is some of the stuff that I have found over there. It's a lot of it. Hope you can see this. There's a lot of that land on that property too. That's iron ore. Got a pile of that going. But I want to come back over here. Let's see. I want to show what I found this morning on the area that I the trail that goes across that property. This was the very first thing, folks. You see what it is. It is a pipe wrench. If you look at how it's made, this little piece right here you used to adjust to make this open and close. If you look at what this looks like, folks, this is actually under the 1860 patent of the guy that made the first. Some people call it a monkey wrench. I call it a pipe wrench. It looked just like it. This is made, and it's heavy, folks. This sucker's solid. It's patented 1860. Now, they quit making them like this in 1890. You tell me how long you think that thing's been in the ground. I don't know. Then there was this other hunk of metal here. It looks like it's got, I don't know if that's just where stuff broke off, but it's about a 1/2 inch thick with a hole at the top. What is it? I don't know. It's heavy, heavy, heavy. Here's that spike that I found in that area that I found nothing else but this. Assorted nails. I can't really tell how old these are. Some of them I can guarantee you I can knock some more of this off and find out if they're square or handmade or not. This here, it's got something on the end here. I need to try to, oh, there we go. That's kind of busting off, or I don't know, I'll mess with it again later, but, and then this thing here, it's metal, but it looks like a horseshoe, or, one of the things you'd slip your shoe on with, the way it curves up, and then down at the bottom. But this looks broken to me. I don't know if it's just corroded, but this thing it's pretty heavy. And then I think this is an old square head iron bolt, handmade iron bolt. I can see some threads down here. I'm going to do a little bit more work on it and see what I can come up with. This, I know, folks, it looks like a little piece of aluminum or aluminum siding or something. This thing is stronger than aluminum siding. I don't know what it would be. It's probably more modern day than anything. Now, yesterday, I found another pair of pliers. I'm putting together a early or late 1800s, early 1900s toolbox with the pipe wrenches and pliers. But these nails and stuff I found yesterday, folks, these are what you call cut nails. Cut nails. Or square. The head's missing off of this one, but you can see how the point that these nails come to. This one, it's just a square nail. This is another bolt. I'm pretty sure the head on this thing was, I'm pretty sure this thing was handmade as well. These nails, I'm pretty sure all these were handmade. This right here, folks, I don't know if you can see it. It was all together, and I'm hoping I can show you to where you can see it. I laid this buckle next to it, or this piece of a buckle next to it, so you can kind of see. Now, if I lay this on there, you got to imagine all the corrosion on there. Now, this piece right here, right in the dead center, it comes across there. That's the piece that would have went through the hole in the belt. This is a buckle. It's an old buckle. But that would have been the piece, and you can see the end of it right here. See, right there's the end of it. That would have been the piece that went through the leather on the buck to hold your belt on. trying to get it around here where you can get a good look at it and see it. But I tried to, I tapped it with a doggone hammer, and this busted off over here. But it is a buckle. I found a second piece of chain, folks. This was my first one, and it was handmade, but it's a little bitty one, handmade. Look at this one, folks. And it's got on the end here, one of them old square-headed nut and bolts, handmade. Now, somebody want to tell me how old this chain is. These links are different sizes. And look at how much bigger that one right here is than any of them. I mean, each link are different sizes and shit. So you know this was handmade. Now it's about, shit, I had a ruler here a minute ago. It's probably about 10 inches long, maybe 11. Anybody want to tell me how old that thing is? This is old, heavy, man. This thing's heavy. It's a hitch pin. Probably tractor or something, pulling a big ass trailer. Probably some kind of farm equipment. And got wheels, steel wheels. Another one of these heavy duty. It seems this is some kind of tray. You can see the two handles. Pieces of who knows what. A whistle, a wheel bearing cap, I think. This here is a Model A hand crank for a Model A. Let me come back around here. Thanks. Oh, I was showing clip, some kind of end to something. A big spring. After I knocked everything off of it, I found out it was a spring. This is a big old bolt or a nut that's got the broken bolt in it. Piece of old bob wire. And then we get around to the horseshoes. Now this horseshoe I found yesterday, and it's kind of different than any other ones. It's got the steel toe up here in the front sticking up on it. Now they didn't start doing that until the Civil War. And as far as I know, it's the only one, because I found like this horseshoe here was machine made, but it was early 1900s. A guy gave that to me because he knows I've been doing all this, and he wanted me to see the difference. This horseshoe was at the track when the track was running. It just never got used. This is another horseshoe I found around here, and it doesn't have the steel toe on it. How old these are, I have no clue. This one didn't have a steel toe on it either. This, I think, was either a leg on something. This piece does look like could have been a horseshoe, but it would have been a big ass horse. If this came on around, that'd been a massive horse. Now this here, I think, I thought it was a horseshoe, part of a horseshoe, but with these little hooks here and here, I think it's some kind of a hanger. Handmade, all handmade. It's some kind of hanger. Now these horseshoes right here, folks, these are the ones that I had a blacksmith look at. And this is just a piece. This is just a piece, but this is a piece of one of these. It fits right in there. So I figured that's a piece of one of those. And that's the same with this one. I think it's a piece of one of these too. So I showed the blacksmith this one. He said extremely old. I said Civil War. He said at least. He said these could date back. He goes, he thinks of 1700s, but they could date back as far as 1600s. And these, I figure, these two and these pieces are all coming about the same time. You can tell by the way they look, the way they're made. They're real thin. These are real thin horseshoes, people, compared to the rest of these horseshoes I'm finding. See how thin they are? Now, I broke these when I was digging them out. I'm the one that tore them up. They were in one piece. But compare it to any of these other horseshoes. See how thick they are? The newest one. See how thick they are, folks? These are super, super thin. Even this one I found yesterday. See how thick it is? Still got a lot of stuff on it too, but all right, folks. I wanted to I wanted to put that out to kind of tell you guys, show you where I'm at on the stables. Still got a lot of work there to do. I'm just gonna keep pounding at it. If you like what I'm doing, folks, like, share, and subscribe. Show it to your friends. They might like it. This is about Boardman Township area. I'm trying to show you guys history of it. Most people don't have any idea, even about the track. That's all I'm trying to do. Get the history out. I want to pull up the artifacts. Yeah, I'm looking to find some coins or jewelry or something might give me some money in my pocket. But you see all the stuff I'm pulling out. Somebody told me the place had been picked clean. I hadn't found but one coin, so I guess all they were hunting for was coins. Look at what I found. And I'm pretty sure I'm proving an old trail. Stick with me. We'll prove it together. Till next time, guys. God loves you and so do I.